This is Ron Tate for Group 2 for the Volkswagen of America case study. Some important facts are that Dr. Matalovic is the CIO at Volkswagen of America. He was not an IT professional by experience or training. IT staff was reduced to fewer than 10 people, and much of IT knowledge was reduced within the company. Within just a few years, it was apparent that there was not enough knowledge of IT within the company. Diversification strategy, which is developed in Germany, has great impact on automobile operations in the US and Canada. The next round growth is the program implemented in order to define the goal, function, and organizational changes required for the new product diversification strategy. Volkswagen of America organized itself around core processes that enable sales and marketing, logistics of vehicle distribution, and after-sales services. In 1992, in order to reduce short-term IT costs, Volkswagen of America entered into a 10-year agreement with Perot Systems, an IT service provider. In 1999, Gitas USA was created, an insourcing operation to consolidate IT operations within the global Volkswagen group of companies. Gitas would take over operations of Perot when their contract ended in 2002. There was an unfunded supply project in 2004 that was of significant importance to the operations of VWAG. The developed high-level business architecture explicitly depicted the key resources of the enterprise in an organized way to answer the basic interrogative questions. It also helped strategists understand the relationships among different elements. Key issue 1. The types of programs need to implement in order to prepare for growth in product offering and associated sales and service volume. Alternative courses of action: implementation of product diversification strategy, implementation of the next round growth program, modify the product selection criteria by return on investment. The pros of the implementation of product diversification strategy: product diversification helps to diminish the risk from an investment assortment. By product diversification, you can modify your existing product so that new versions can be released to different types of customers. You can also gain profit in sales from an existing product by modifying those types of products. With product diversification, you can have more strategic options, superior control systems, and well-organized capital distribution. The cons are product diversification can be expensive and it is time-consuming. The shareholders in the project do not have a contributing role in capital distribution. This process is more complex and very difficult to implement. For implementation of the next round growth program, the pros are: with the program, one can increase transparency. The aims of the NRG program were to define the goal, function, and organizational changes required at Volkswagen of America. The program helps to support projects with corporate goals such as build brand customer loyalty and improve vehicle value. The negative attributes of this program reduces the budget allocation for business projects. This program does not allow funding for small-scale projects. To implement the NRG program, members of all groups at Volkswagen of America, in partnership with strategy consultants, need to create a high-level business architecture. Several projects that had been associated with most NRG goals were reclassified. The project's value, focused on warehouse performance, does relate directly to these goals. Modify the project selection criteria by return on investment. The positive attributes are: return on investment is an action that had predictable cost savings. It increases the productivity gain and revenue and generates results. A simple return on investment calculation is easy to understand. As performance determines return on investment used to evaluate the efficiency of an investment and contrast with the efficiency of different investments. The negatives: it becomes complex when return on investment is used to display prioritizing investment projects. The recommended course of action: implementation of the NRG program. Implementation of the NRG program is intended to define the goals, function, and organizational changes required at Volkswagen of America to support and enable the new global product diversification strategy. This program has the set ranked high-level business goals such as build brand customer loyalty and improve vehicle value. This type of program shows the more benefits for the growth in product offering and associated sales. For the key issue 2, how can Volkswagen shift the paradigm away from business units viewing IT as an obstacle and seeing IT as a facilitator of the business unit's goals? The alternative courses of action are change in management, specifically the CIO, or implement a data warehouse. For the change in management, the pros are an individual with the necessary credentials and training in IT would most likely have more influence at the executive level. A new CIO with the necessary credentials would be more effective at communicating the benefits of IT to the executives and the business units. They would have a broader vision regarding a business model and global implications. The negative aspects of this is that it would be very time consuming to find a CIO. There are problems at Volkswagen of America that require immediate attention. A CIO with the necessary experience and expertise would be expensive. Volkswagen of America is already having budget issues. For implementing a data warehouse, this would assist in providing solutions to complicated and challenging questions. It would contribute to fine-tuning organizational operations. These benefits may show more of a justification for IT investments within the organization. The cons would require significant funding from top management. It needs the cooperation of business units for providing data. There is already an aversion to IT within the company. The recommended course of action is to hire a new CIO. The natural evolution of knowledge and deployment of IT within Volkswagen of America never really occurred. The decision in 1992 to outsource the IT production environment to Perot Systems caused a discontinuity in the stages of development regarding IT for Volkswagen of America. A strong case could be made for the value of the formation of GIDAS USA in 1999 as an insourcing entity for IT needs. It brought IT specialization within Volkswagen of America. However, the IT staff within Volkswagen of America Group were transferred to GIDAS USA, resulting in a loss of IT knowledge within the Volkswagen of America Group. Middlevic inherited a systemic problem and is not to blame. He is most likely correct in his assumption that there is an ambiguity surrounding governance and development processes, and that IT is viewed as an obstacle by business units. Without formal training in IT and his lacking experience in this field, he is most assuredly not the correct individual for tackling the daunting task ahead for Volkswagen of America's IT needs as the CIO. The stages of Volkswagen of America's IT development have been disrupted, and before there can be any organizational streamlining of information, e.g. a data warehouse, and especially before there can be changes to the technology infrastructure, there has to be a change in leadership. A new CIO who has already garnered respect through experience will have the necessary influence to guide Volkswagen of America through the process of managing IT priorities. Volkswagen of America needs a new CIO who not only has expertise in IT, but a person who has shown that they understand a successful business model and that they have a vision at the global level. This individual will be able to catch Volkswagen of America up to where it needs to be so that another debacle like the unfunded supply flow project doesn't happen again.